Hello, YouTube. Hello, Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, and everywhere else I'm streaming. It's Jovi Beauty, and welcome back to the Jovi B Show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you all for coming. I was supposed to come back live yesterday, but I had something that I had to go run and do. So I'm here today, y'all. I wanted to talk about the entanglement of it all. Okay. So before we begin, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, please subscribe. Also, subscribe to my lifestyle channel called Jovi B Styles. Please subscribe, support, all that good stuff. And now these lights are hot as shit. I might turn these two other ones off. But for now, let's get on with today's show. Okay, guys, I just had to make sure that so let's begin. I hope can everyone hear me well? I hope everyone can hear me well. Give me a second. Just want to confirm that everyone can hear me well. I'm still working on my sound with the soundboard. I've been working on this soundboard since like yesterday. I only have it half working, okay? So please cope with me. As we go through this. So the entanglement of it all, y'all. So we spoke yesterday about Jada Pinkett Smith's response to August Alsina and the fact that they did have a relationship entanglement, child. That's my new word. That's everybody's new word, child. They had an entanglement. Why is this so bright? This one is not. I'll figure that out later. And after that, so listen, watch that video if you want to know my opinions on that. Watch that video from yesterday. But after apparently the conversation on Red Table Talk came out, August was feeling away. Okay, he was feeling away because, you know, I guess he might have felt that Jada belittled their relationship. But again, as I said in yesterday's video, stop. These side pieces need to really stop acting like someone cares. No one really cares. No matter, you know, we get it. You fell in love and all of this shit. That's nice. It's beautiful. But she's was in a whole other relationships. I don't understand what people expect in those situations. So then apparently Keke Palmer said something that was low-key shade. Okay, she was low-key shading like all week. I'm gonna assume Keke used to like him, and I assume that he deuced her for Jada Pinkett Smith because apparently previously they allegedly went out on a couple dates or whatever. Around the same time that he started messing with Jada, and you know, he got all caught up. And so Keke yesterday made a post, something along the lines of, you know, she never dated him, you know, and that's it. I don't really think it was that aggressive, but the post she made coupled with the other posts she has been making in the last week towards this situation implies that she's trying to throw a little bit of shade. But she could have thrown her little shade. But I guess since August was all up in his feelings and his motions, child, he was all in his feelings and his motions. He said August is trending on Google. Listen, I'm tired. I don't want to even hear it. Oh gosh. Okay, but apparently because he was all up in his feelings, he's gonna try to, you know, he fired back at her instead of coming. Listen, and I know why he's not gonna come back at Jada, because there's really nothing to come back at. Like, you sound really stupid trying to argue, what? That you love somebody. She acknowledged that, and it is what it is, and she's moved on. This is why you really need to stay away from older people who are more, than you, because he just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. And he's mad. And instead of, again, dealing with who he's mad at, he wants to direct his anger at poor little Kiki child. So he basically said that, she has issues, and she was, her so-called friends were showing him text messages that she was sending about him, and photos and texts, and, trying to figure out who he, basically if he was messing with Jada. That's basically what I think it was. And then begging her to leave her alone because she's not mentally stable enough for all of this, for all of the relationship. I'm like, and in my head, I'm thinking, bro, you ain't mentally stable enough for this shit. You falling apart before you even got with Jada. She done got with you, and now now you're worse. And now you want to talk shit about Kiki because you're mad at Jada, but you too pussy to say something to her. Child, listen, I got time for people like that. That is the lamest shit I've ever heard. At least if you're gonna, at least attack, don't even attack. Move the fuck on. Just move on. She is a married woman, okay? Do not date people in relationships, people who are married, people who are dating, because you got some ideas that you're gonna take somebody from their husband or their wife. That's not how the real world works. You just gonna get fucked and put to the side. You know what? You just gonna get and put to the side. A couple of the items on the soundboard I have working, including the beep out button. So yeah, anyway, ignore me. I'm hyped. I done changed everything on the soundboard to pink. And again, I'm just trying to get all this shit together. So yeah, let's continue. Let me look at some of these comments. Hey Lainey. Hey Donna. Shamina. Hey Laron, how are you? Hey Sandra. Hey Golden Opportunity. I did not forget about you. I just have not made it to the post office yet. Okay, but it's sitting right here and it's ready to go. Okay, it's ready to go. I'm sorry, but you will receive it. It's embarrassing. Is what it is. Charleston, like I said, I don't know what kind of smoke, I don't know what you expect from somebody who is already involved in a relationship, marriage, 20 years in, some shit like that. I don't know what he really thought was gonna happen, or what did he thought she was gonna get on Red Table Talk and be like, yes, I love you, and I still, no, you're not that interesting. Yes, even with your 10-inch penis, Will Smith still beats you. Because I heard he has a big old PP. But Will Smith still beats you, boo. Nobody gonna leave Will Smith for no damn August Alsina. An idiot would. A child would. But you know what? Jada is not a child. So, Hey, Demetrius. Miss Joseph, kids, how you doing? I mean, a lot. Yeah. You remember, don't date younger guys. They always brag. But it's not just the ladies, it's the men too. Like, you date these young, what do you think is gonna happen? But okay. It says sound is perfect. Girl, you don't even know how long I've had to set up this sound with like echoes in the background, and hold up. With like echoes in the background and like a whole bunch of stuff going on. It sounds good now. Listening to it, it sounds good now. But again, like I said, yeah. Anyway, let me mute these headphones. Mute the headphones because I don't want it to like pick up or something. Jada was still talking in circles. Girl just says I was fucking him. It felt good, period. She's not gonna say that in front of her husband, but that's what she said. And I don't think she was talking in circles. I think the only in circles that she tried to do was the entanglements. And Will was just like, no, basically like relationship. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. I think everything that needed to be said was said in that situation. Like, what else do you want or expect in a situation like that? Understand that you are a side piece and just stay in your fucking lane. That's how I feel. Stay in your lane. When you put yourself, my thing is, when you put yourself, not, oh, you were dating somebody and then you found out they were married and oh my God. No. When you put yourself in a situation and in a situation like that, knowingly dating someone who's married or in a relationship or whatever, these are the things that you need to expect to happen. It is not going to be what you think is going to happen. But again, these are the things you learn with age and with growth. And the grown-ups comprehend this. Jada and Will comprehend this. And you still upset, spazzing out at Keke Palmer because you can't even acknowledge, you can't even come at the person that really upsets you. Cut it out. I seen all the memes. It was so funny. They were so funny. I was just like, oh. She says, so that's what we calling it now, entanglements? Yes, that's what I'm calling it now. That's my word. That's my new word, child. Was all in the entanglements, child. Listen, you better ask somebody. Then he says she put it on him and not claiming him, so he's in his feelings for sure. She said that she put it on him. Like, what does he want? One, they allegedly ain't even speak for at least a year or so. So, like, what the fuck do you want? She admitted it. What did you want her to say? What did you want? He wanted it to be like, yeah, and I'm gonna walk out on Will right now and come over to your house. That's what the fuck he wanted. But that's not reality, and that's never going to happen. So, but again, with age comes this sort of knowledge. I guess, stupid is as stupid does, child. I don't know what the hell. Jada, I don't know what the hell Jada did, but Jada put that grown woman on him. He couldn't deal with it. She said August is messy. She said Keke need new friends, especially if her friends was bitch. Even if my friend was doing something crazy like that, I wouldn't show other people. I wouldn't be, no, like what is happening here? What is happening? Ebony said, okay, it's fine for him to have his feelings. You don't play with people's emotions. Let's be clear. August left Jada. She didn't leave him. Yeah, he left her because she didn't have to leave him because she was with her husband. He's just a side bitch. So if you want to allow me to keep fucking you while I'm with my husband, no doubt. If you want to leave, then leave. And he left, so go ahead. So then why are you still mad? That's kind of how it comes off a little bit. How she feels. Like, why the hell are you still mad? He got the nerve to call anyone mental. Child, listen, LaRon, I ain't understand what it was. He said, Buddy said, I saw Michael Blackston trolling Will Smith. 50 Cent was doing it too. But again, listen, we made a video about 50 Cent a couple of days ago. 50 Cent is trash anyway. Michael Blackston is a comedian. The situation is funny. It is what it is. People know. People will talk about it. Give it a week. People will be we all will be talking about something. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Hey, Falsa. Hey, Kay Gordon, how are you, boo? He says, is that why Jada had to fix her coochie twice? Maybe. From what we hear, August has a big old. From what we hear, he has a thing so big that matter of fact, I showed it once, so it's on YouTube. I mean, it's not on YouTube. It's on. He has pink so big. I spelled it wrong, child. August. Let's see now. Image that he had to some girl was suing him or some shit like that. Hold up. She sued him because he ruptured her what did he rupture her cervix? I think that's what they said. His thing was so, that it ruptured her cervix. Hold up, I'm about to show you right now. This is an okay picture, but there was another picture. I want to show y'all the picture that we saw last time. Okay, fuck it. Let me show this picture. Let's see this picture of August. I got a whole bleep out button, but I'm still cussing. I see it. Oh no, wait. Get get there. See the girl. I'm sorry. Oh, I see we got a donation. Hold up, let me see. Wait. Thank you, Queen of Three. I appreciate your donation. It is greatly appreciated. Trust me, we are donating heavily into the channel. So all donations are greatly, really and truly appreciated. Um oh wait, hold up. Let me go back up. Hold up. When and if Will entangles with a woman 20 years his junior, we would give him the side eye. Yeah, we're giving them the side eye, but it is what it is. I don't see no, like I said, I don't. That's they. If that's what they doing in their marriage, that's what they doing in their marriage. I just think if you want to put yourself in a side piece position as a man or a woman, don't complain. You knew what it was. You know this woman has a wife. I mean, this man has a wife or this woman has a husband. You know what it is. They're not getting a divorce. Solely, they not getting a divorce, child. August said he gave himself to that relationship for years. How long was Will and Jada separated? I don't know. But again, like we spoke about yesterday, people do that. And they'll be separate. They'll, be fighting and arguing and separating for like a couple years and get back together. It's just people do that. And if that's how it works, and they're still together, like, so who's losing and who lost in this situation? Not them, not Jada, because Jada's still living up in a big old house in Bel Air. I don't know if she live in Bel Air. I'm just gonna assume she live in Bel Air. Okay, she's still living her best fucking life off of Will. So who gives a shit? So what was the real point of it? Lainey said he need to sit down with a therapist and work through his feelings. I totally agree. Like, go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's like if somebody don't want you, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't take away your value. It has nothing to do with your value. It's just recognize the fact that somebody just don't want you. And it's fine. It's fine. Well, don't give a shit. I don't really think you do. I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think Will's gonna still do what he's gonna do. I think, in Hollywood, who the fuck, okay, 50 Cent, he got like a show or two, but like, who is 50 Cent compared to Will Smith? Who gives a fuck what 50 Cent think in Hollywood when it comes to Will Smith? Honestly, I don't. He said, I'm glad I don't get entangled with these dudes. Wait. That song about actors asking who, what, where sounds like the Kiki relationship. Jada. Child, I don't listen enough to enough of August's music to know any of these songs. Kiki Virgo. Is Will P whipped because he once admitted that he was excited at their wedding. I don't know, but who cares? I don't care if who. Yep. Don't. Shouldn't your husband be whipped? Shouldn't them? I think I would if I'm gonna marry somebody. I want at least to be married to somebody that I have that I run that's mine. I run it, and he needs to be whipped. I don't see the problem with it. That's her husband. So who cares? He's still doing what he doing. She doing what she who. But he wanna. He wanna. He married her. She was crying on the aisle. She was in love with Tupac. Listen, men. We gonna talk. Men like a chase. Men love a chase. They need a chase. They need to feel like they have to work for it. When things are too easy, it's a no-go. Will is so in love with her because she was crying in the aisle, because she did love Tupac, because he wasn't the time. He got her. She's a prize. She's a prize, and he'll pay for it. And continue to pay for it for the rest of his fucking life. That's like Jay-Z and Beyonce getting a divorce. Like what? To do what? Because anything else you try to do will only be a downgrade. They're good. Hey Swervo, how are you, boo? Right. I don't want it. I don't want it. But she did. Took that D. She took that D. Hold up. She took that D. She wanted it, so let her have it. She had it until she didn't want it no more. He has that frame. You know them skinny motherfuckers. He has that frame too. A lot of skinnier men have big old things. I told y'all them skinny them little skinny motherfuckers. But I'm supposed to be bleep. God, I keep forgetting. Her uterus. Yeah, that big old pack of meat. Can especially if he doing it the way Jada was probably wanting him to do it, because she older, and when you get older, your sex drive goes up. You start wanting and doing a lot of shit you wasn't doing in your 20s. Okay, so he was probably wearing that shit out. And maybe because, she older, whatever, it wasn't bouncing back the way she wanted to. Maybe Will was going up in there and it was like too much space. Too much space. So she got to rejuvenate it. Hey, listen, that's great. Listen. I don't, child. Oh, God. He said, your sound is going in and out. It's going in and out? Hey, Barbara, how are you? Everybody shout out Barbara from the Bear Pantry show. Let's see what Alexa says. Alexa says, August isn't wrong in his situation. Jada is. This doesn't sound like just a side piece situations because feelings got involved. Her being the older one of the two, she should have realized that. Because she's a woman, you feel that way. Because men do it all the time. Of course, feelings get involved when you have sex. with people, feelings get involved. When these little girls be running around, with being side pieces or mistresses or whatever, it doesn't change the fact that you're a side piece just because feelings got involved. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't change the fact that you are you're a slide because you and your feelings. Wow. Yes, apparently it's real. Apparently a girl sued him. We made a video about that like a couple of months ago. I remember that. She sued him because basically he he did some damage up in there. And she was younger, so she wasn't ready. She wasn't prepared for all of that. Alexis said that she tried to deny it. She was in an entanglement, Alexis. He said, my legs are crossed. He won't rupture me. Listen, all of that. You listen, when you got things like that, you need to take your time, bro. You can't just be going and doing all. No. But again, when you young, he said, and out. Hey, H2O, how are you? He said, what kind of penis that busting females inside? No, thank you. I'm good. Them big old things, sometimes you ain't ready for it. If you ain't prepared for it, and then, depending on how you do it, and when you young and you just, it's new down there, and you don't know, when you don't have a mouth enough to tell somebody, slow it down, don't go too far, that's enough. So you can't fit all of that in here. Only fit what you can. Don't play with me. This little girl was probably letting him do whatever. And shit ruptured, from what I heard. I think Will is going to think about if he is going to stay. He couldn't find it. I honestly to God, do not believe that Will Smith is leaving Jada. Honest to God, if he does, I will be completely shocked. Like everything, like I said, when you are the prize, he's not the prize. Even though he's Will Smith, and he's not the prize. He's a provider. They believe in the family. He's not going. They're not getting a divorce. He already got divorced once in his life. He's not. They're not getting a divorce. I really don't believe that. I honestly don't. I don't believe it. And like I say, I feel like she is the prize. He'll take that L. Because again, even in Hollywood, them white men in Hollywood, because everybody running shit is white men. Who know what the fuck they doing? For all you know, they all been in orgy parties and please. But that again, that's my opinion. But, opinion. That's a very good point. If Will did it in the media, what they wouldn't have. Mm-mm. He said they have a deep love for one another. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if they're in love, but things transcend, things change over time, things go back. Like they said, they gonna ride it out. When they finished that shit and they said bad marriage for life, they meant that shit, boy. They meant that shit. I really believe they meant it. I really and truly believe Bear Pantry said he don't care. I really don't think he cared that much. I'm like, he got her, he locked it down. That's his wife, and that's all it wrote. Whatever. Can we really take anything? Can Do we really take anything 50 Cent says seriously? 50 Cent doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to stuff like that. Like, bro, you don't even speak to your kid. You always posting up your mixed kid, your mixed son, and act like you don't even know the son who looks identical to you. Child, who takes 50 Cent seriously? I can't take a man like that seriously. I wouldn't call August a side piece if they were separated. People separate and date all the time. Also, I feel Jada took advantage of him. I do think that. I think older people take advantage of younger people, of course, whether it's a man or woman, because they're young and they're young and you can manipulate younger people. Period. No matter how slick you think you are, youngie, trust me, an older person can manipulate you. Okay. He was young and sick with mother and lack of love. Yeah. She said people separate and date all the time, and you're still a side piece. In my opinion. You're right. Even in regular, they need to get divorced. They need a divorce. If they're not divorced, he has a wife. I don't give a shit if he moved out. I knew a friend who was dating this guy who was separated from his wife, but would not get a divorce. Could not, you know what marriage is? Could not get over the wife at all. Dating you wasting your time on this man who is still married and if you're not emotionally involved, you would be divorced. You would divorce them because you don't want no part. If you don't want no parts of that, you don't want no parts of that. You good. That's how I feel. I feel if you're not divorced, and even if you go and live in separate houses, or he move out and you move out or whatever, you can still come back home. Still come back home. All it takes is a couple conversations, a couple a little time of reminiscing, and divorce is divorce. And I think that if you mess again, I'm not changing my stance on it, whether it's a man or a woman. If you mess with someone who is involved, you are a side bitch or side nigga. Cuervo, don't feel bad for August. He was effing Jada. He should have kept his feelings out of it. There you go. You know what it is. When you are effing a married woman, I don't give a shit what they say, talking about, oh, they're not together, then go file your papers. Don't date a man. Do I have to tell y'all that? Do not date a man who is still married to somebody else. Let that nigga file his paperwork. If he can't file his paperwork before dating you, he ain't gonna file his paperwork, sis. You just gonna end up used and abused, and he probably gonna end up right back with his damn wife. You a vacation. Yes, I said it. You are a vacation. Okay? You are a vacation for a little bit. Money said, my dad always told me that one person will be loved in a marriage and the other will give love. He said to always be the one who is loved. As a woman, yes, that's ideal. As a woman, you should be loved more. Someone is always going to love more. He should want you more. He should, I don't see, Jada made a fantastic decision marrying freaking Will Smith. He wanted her more, right? He's willing, he can provide for her. He's going to do everything to make her happy as a woman. She don't have no fucking worries. Even in this, even with all of this, she good. She's still good. Who cares? Yeah, you're right. I don't, Gotti said she gave him what he never had, so he fell in love. She used him for sex. He loved her because she cared and nurtured him. I had that before. That's sad. And that's sad. It is sad. I'm not saying that it's I just think as men and women, you just need to understand your value. Don't even put yourself in this position because yeah, it's sad. It's sad when start dating some guy and he's separated from his wife and he can't open up to you. He can't open up to you because he's still going through this shit with her. He still low key want to be with her. He'll never tell you that though. But he'll still low key want to be with her. Now your feelings all involved. You all in your emotions and shit. You feeling away. I feel bad for you. I do. I feel bad that you're going through this. Okay? But it is only your fault that you are going through this. Unless, again, like I said, unless you were in a situation and then found out he was married and that was what broke you. But if you willingly knew he or she is married and you want to scream about, oh, well, they separated, he don't like his wife. Those are chicken head standards. Yes, I said chicken head. Those are chicken head comments and standards. Those are women who have always been and will always be second fiddle. Because me, I could never date a married. I don't give a shit. I don't care if he's separated. Are you divorced? I could date a divorced man that's been divorced for a while. I don't want a man that got divorced last year. I'm okay. Because I'm grown up enough to understand that that's just not a good idea. That's setting myself up for hurt and pain. Like, you don't. I know common sense isn't so common, but you don't set yourself up. You don't do bird shit and then get mad when you get treated like a bird. Yeah. Shut up, Alexis. I'm happy I got it too. Now I just got to figure out how to work it. Like I said, I got the volume. Y'all said I was going in and out. Am I going in and out? Lex, text me and let me know if I'm going in and out. Because if I am, I'm gonna pull my freaking hair out. Because I at least thought I had that aspect together. I'm trying to I'm trying to find the sound effects I want, download them, trying to figure out how to connect them. I got a couple of things working here. Like I want to hear some of them. Okay, so I have an FX one. Hold on. You want to hear it? Hello? 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 That was funny. Okay. Facts. Skinny men come with pain. Thank you, Lexi. Lexi said I sound fine. So I sound fine. Lexi text me. Thank you, boo. Child, I don't know. Maybe she just felt like it was wear and tear, bitch. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that from what we hear, she had vaginal rejuvenation twice. Twice. Hey, Fanny. She said his page should come with a warning label. Child, he break backs. Well, you can totally have sex without being involved. As a man. As a man, you can, but I don't think you can prolongly do that. You can have sex, like I tell the women on this page, if you want to just have sex with some, whatever, and it's nothing, keep that shit at a month and don't go no further than that. Because once you continue, feelings automatically are gonna, start creeping up. You can't just have sex with people for years and think. But again, that's my opinion. Right. He got to take his time. He probably just, you can't do that. You got to work that. You know what I'm saying? that children, okay? It has the room. But you can't just, you need to gear it up. He ruptured her cervix. He gave her a $2 million settlement. You know what the fuck it is to rupture your cervix? Your cervix, again, having sex, it will go back depending on, how big. Yep, vagina. I don't want to say these things because I just feel like, Jesus, this is not a medical channel, but your vagina will adjust the fit. So the fact that he was able to rupture it means that it was, to me, in my opinion, it was no gearing up. You can't put all of that shit in at once. You have to work it. You have to work the middle. I was going to say some other shit, but I stopped myself. He already said once he wanted to leave her. He's not, and they ended it by saying marriage for life. He isn't going anywhere. Thank you, Alexis. He's not going anywhere. I don't understand. Why do y'all want people's marriages to be over so? I don't understand. He's not going anywhere at all. I don't believe that at all. He's not going nowhere. She is his prize. You may not see it so, but he sees it so. And when a man sees that, you can do a lot of shit when you are it to him. You can do a lot of shit. You can do a lot of shit. I'm just saying. It's just my opinion. No, they didn't. Bunny said they got married. You can't marry someone who's already married. That's so funny. What happened? He was feeling away. So what happened? She promised him that she would leave her husband. And he believed them. Like, if this was a woman, if it was a woman who did this, y'all know me, I would be geeking on her. Half of y'all would be like, oh, y'all, you so mean, Jovi. But I would be geeking on her. So he told you he was going to leave his wife, huh? And you just fell for it, threw your legs wide open, huh? Like, to me, it's the same thing. Like, so. It's the same thing to me. Like, oh, so he told you he was going to leave his wife, bro, right? And you just fell for it. Y'all had a secret ceremony with no one who's a preacher, just to say I love you vows. You can't marry someone who's already married. The games people play. That sound like game. If they had some fake ass, if Jada had some fucking ceremony to just appease this nigga, she is the MVP of nigga shit. Because that's nigga shit, boy. Yeah, I love you, baby. You know I love you. I'm just with her for the kids, Like, girl. Again, stop setting yourself up. Stop setting yourself up, ladies. Like, what the hell? Barbara says, preach Jovi. I've been screaming this at a bunch of people today. If you are divorced on paper, you are married. Thank you. You need to be divorced. Like, I don't understand. What the? I'm stupid. He's separated. He loves me. Exactly. You're not divorced on paper. You are still married. Even when I was going through my divorce, because I didn't want to mean, I just didn't want to have to go through, But then I had to think about it, and I was like, you know what? Because I'm still this nigga wife. That shit look crazy. The optics look crazy. Everything is crazy, and it should look crazy because what the fuck? You can't. Like, stop playing these games. Stop. Stop setting yourself up for the bullshit. I think it's weird. What kind? I think, but again, Alexis is weird. I love you though, but I think it's weird. You can't just be boinking somebody. That's why I say give it a month and move on. Okay, okay. Fuck the fuck boy for a month and move on. Right? Do not go because you cannot just be having sex with people and think that it's about your energy. How I don't even. Never mind. I was gonna say a whole bunch of other shit. He was. Who cares what they told you? No. Who cares? The married man will tell you him and his wife. He don't even sleep with his wife no more. Right? He'll tell you they sleep in separate bedrooms. He'll tell you all of this shit. He don't touch her. All of this shit. He just fucked her yesterday in their bed with their wedding rings on. Up. I just don't like who just because they told you is there paperwork, then I'm good. That's how I come on now. I don't give a fuck about the blessed thing. Is there paperwork? Please understand. We whatever they marry. Listen, however they marriage work is how they marriage work. I'm saying forget how they marriage work. It's not about them. Let's focus. It's not about your married boyfriend, your married girlfriend, your boyfriend that has a whole girl who lives with him, or some crazy or baby mother, who lives with him that he's not with, all that dumb shit. It's not about that. It's about you making the choice to not put your fucking self in a third party situation. I have to go back and read y'all some of these tarot. Do not put yourself in a third party situation, okay? It's a wrap. Like, what are we're breaking up. Get back to me when that happens, nigga. Like, what do you like? You have enough. Okay, example. Marjorie Harvey. Y'all know I love me some Marjorie Harvey, y'all. Y'all do. Y'all know if she ever gave a class, I would have signed up for it. Okay? Marjorie Harvey told y'all she knew Steve for how many years? Okay, Steve wanted her so freaking bad. And she would not give him the time of day. No dating, no side bitch. You ain't gonna make me a side piece. None of that. You want me? You divorce your wife. And what did he do? He wanted her enough to divorce his wife. Would he have done that if she would have allowed herself to be his fucking side bitch? Just come on. That's all I'm saying. Just think of it. I understand that, you want it to be like that because you want it to, because you want the situation that you may or may not have put yourself in to not be as fucked up as it actually is. But it's fucked up if you in a situation, if you're dating somebody, okay, who has a wife, a girlfriend, a living baby mama, anything like that, your shit is fucked up. When he said it was more than sex, Austin was. Austin was August. Why I keep saying Austin? August was Jada's arm candy. She took him to more celebrity events that she attended with her. Was the new Will? No, it's not. He's arm candy like a man would take his mistress to some, work functions and shit around the town. Yeah, arm candy. That don't mean nothing. You can be arm candy and be put to rest the minute that the wife find out and put her fucking foot down or his foot down or whatever. Stop allowing yourself, stop giving so much credence to the side bitch. I'm sorry. Stop giving, y'all giving these hoes, you giving too much power and like, what the fuck? You a hoe, you need to stay in a hoe's place. And if you put yourself in a hoe's place, if you're fucking with somebody who's married, has a girlfriend, you put yourself, I don't fuck what he told you. We get along amazingly. We belong together. He's ending his relationship with her. All this dumb shit. Or it's just it's just you rationalizing, you putting yourself in the whole place. Stop allowing yourself to be the hoe. There you go. It's cheaper to keep her. And who the fuck else is he gonna marry? They gonna stay together, boy. I feel like, again, but if they don't, that will be one of the I'll apologize, but I swear to you, I am 99.9999% sure that they ain't gonna get a divorce. That's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. She said, Donna said, I think feelings get involved after the second encounter, especially. Okay, again, I think if you should, hopefully you should be having some sort of emotional feelings for someone before you even having sex with them, right? Hopefully. But yeah, people's feelings get involved, and that's why you don't put yourself in these positions. Don't put yourself in other people's relationships, other people's dysfunctional relationships, other people open relationships, other people. Don't put yourself in these situations. Hey, brown girl. Hey, Ami. Hey, sweetest girl. How are you? The word of the night is entanglement, child. That's going to be the word of the next week. I am entangled. Again, people are just mad. People mad because she's a woman. But, and I'll say it again. If she was a woman or a man, if she's a man, it's effed up. But you can't put yourself in these positions, boo. You put yourself in a position to again dating married and people involved with other people. Come on, have enough respect for your own self. Was he ready to pay those mansion bills? Just be a sugar. Can't even hold how little brat can't even hold how he's gonna be the man in the house. There you go. You expect Jada to leave the man in the house for the pool boy? Did you really think that was gonna happen? She was gonna leave her stability for you? No, baby. It can be, or it can't be. But you need to get the hell out. Don't listen. Don't let people gas you up and have you, oh, they can't afford a divorce. You can afford a divorce. You can afford a divorce. You don't need to get divorce lawyers. Divorces, unless you have a whole bunch, unless you listen, if you don't have money like that, then there's no real issue in a divorce, right? Because you're just freaking separating. And if you can afford a divorce, then you can afford divorce lawyers. Hey, don't let people gas you up. That, oh, I can't, I'm still married because I can't afford it. Bruh, I did my divorce myself. Myself. It's a lot of paper. A lot of fucking paper. It's a lot of shit to fill out. But I did it myself. Don't get gassed with the spoony G. Oh, it's too expensive. If it's too expensive, then he got the money to pay for it. If he ain't got the money to pay for it, then it ain't an expensive divorce. Okay? Swervo is willing to be Jada's new young thing. Oh, Swervo, I thought you was trying to be my young thing. Ugh. And you got me in my motions. He's annoying. I really think he is. I get it. He's in his motions, but what gets to me is annoying. All side pieces to me are annoying because I really feel like, bitch, what you want? I really feel like that. I just be stuck. I be like, what you want? Like, I don't understand. Bunny says she dated a celeb who she found out was still married. He swore he was separated. Girl, he didn't say divorce. You see how you got caught up? You see how you got caught up? Separated. You can file for legal separation. Divorce. That's how you got caught up. Because a separation is not a divorce. It's not a divorce. She said she broke up with him and he later married his ex-wife's best friend because he was sleeping with all of them. Child, listen. Thank you. Y'all see the new piece? I have another one that's coming tomorrow. The main piece that we've been waiting for is coming tomorrow, but I won't be able to hang it until Monday because that's when the hanging tape gets here. I didn't know I had to get hanging tape. I just thought I would have had to drill the shit into the wall, but don't want to fuck up my shit, so I paid a lot of money for it. Nita said she totally agree. A hoe is a hoe, a side piece, man or female is a side piece. Will and Jada are in their marriage. Good or bad for life. Good or bad for life. I feel. You don't have to like it, but it's just a reality. He's a pool boy lounge singer. Same shit. She threw that rejuvenated coochie on him and he mad she went home. How he played Kiki Palmer. He couldn't be my man or my boy toy. That's weird, Jada. You right. You right. Oh yeah, who leaves Will Smith to be with August Alsina? You stupid. You young, dumb, and full of cum. If you think that what? Bah. Barbara said I did my aunt's divorce for her. 20 years later, she remarried. Well, but at least she divorced his ass, right? She got remarried, but at least she divorced his ass. It's not that you can't get a divorce. Like I said, it's a lot of paper. It's paperwork. It's paperwork. Okay? But don't have people fucking beat you in the head with the spoonie G. Because if he really wanted to divorce her or she really wanted to divorce him, she would. Or he would. Okay? Good night, Lainey. He'll be fine. She talking about Will. Will be fine. It's not about money necessarily. It's about the stability. You don't leave Will Smith to be with. Yeah, you can have money. Yeah, she has money on her own, but why does she need to use her money? Will Smith is the provider in their home. You don't leave a man to be with a boy. You don't. You just don't. You don't. You're stupid if you do. You just don't. Queen says one of her single male friends have a rule on not sleeping with a woman. No more than 2 to 3 times max, and he done. He says feelings. He says feelings to be involved. Yeah, that's what I said. If you're going to do some stupid shit, only do it for a month, a couple of weeks, a couple of times, and keep it pushing. Don't get caught up because you're gonna get, if you young, sure. If you're Alexis ridiculous ass, sure, you might not catch feelings, whatever. If you're young, but like, can we be adult about it? If you like somebody, if the person isn't a douchebag, if you have conversations and shit with them, it's or else something might be wrong with you. If you just having sex, if you can just have sex with someone, and you go out on dates with them and whatever the fuck, and you just having sex with people, and you don't have no feelings for them, like something is wrong with you, Alexis. Queen did her divorce herself too. Like I did it. First, I really was like, I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. I didn't want to pay for it. I'm like, I don't want to pay for it. Let that nigga pay for it. That nigga wasn't gonna pay for it. That nigga would have still been sitting around, married to me, and telling everybody I'm still his damn wife. Hell no. So I found out how I had to do it, and I freaking did it. Even in New York, even if you want to hire somebody, they have people that you hire for like $600 or something, and I think the fee was like, it was a fee, but the fee was like $150 or some shit like that. It was like 100 and change. You can't afford $150 to get a divorce. If he can't afford $150 to get a divorce, he don't deserve to have sex with you in the first place any damn way. Let's start with that. Yeah, Will have done the most. What does he need to forgive her for? Like they both do the bullshit. Why does he need to forgive her? Yeah, you don't downgrade. That's a downgrade. I don't give a shit how big his dick is. I don't give a shit about none of that. It is a downgrade to go from Will Smith to August freaking Alsina. You crazy. That's not what I said. That's like I said. Who the hell would Jay-Z replace Beyonce with? Who the fuck is Beyonce gonna replace Jay-Z with? Like who? Like anyone else is a downgrade. Like you bugging. I don't think they had sex. And she said they didn't have sex. I don't know, child. I don't know. He dead, so ain't nobody around to dispute it, child. We spoke about Sharon. Hey Sharon, we spoke about that at the beginning of the live. You're gonna have to go back. We're already like an hour in, girl. She said, "Help me with my army retirement divorce." You getting divorced? You getting divorced right after you retire? Get that money together. Child, listen. You're an idiot if you think she would. Young people might think that's why these young girls think a man is gonna leave his wife for you. No, no, no. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just no, because I didn't even think like that when I was young. I do know a lot of people who did think like that when we were young. Like you're gonna do, like what are you gonna do? The only person I know one situation where it worked out, and it didn't even really work out. She got pregnant. Okay, she got pregnant. The wife found out. The wife was not happy about it. It was a whole situation. The wife decided that she wanted a divorce. So she ended up getting married. Yeah, he married her because, whatever. But it was on some real whatever type of shit. But like he doesn't actually want to be married to her. I know these people. He doesn't actually want to be married to her. He would like to be, doing whatever, would like to still be married to the wife if shit didn't go left. It's resentment. It's like you destroyed my life, sort of shit. In a way. In a way. And you think somebody supposed to be happy because and I know people gonna say, well, what, he cheated on his wife. Yeah. But your dumbass put yourself in a position to be the side bitch. And now even though you the wife, you still a side bitch. You just a side bitch that got married. You ain't really wanted in situations like that. You're not really wanted, are you? Are you? I don't know. Yeah, she just got with the wrong side dude. To pick someone older. Anyway, we getting out of here, y'all. These lights are burning. I'm hot. But yeah. So that's it. That's all I have to say. The entanglement of it all is stop allowing yourself to be a side bitch. Stop being mad about it when it don't work out for you when you put your own self in these positions. Okay? All right. I'm done. As always, I hope you live your life like it's golden. There's no other way to live it.